All right, some picks for you here for championship weekend. Let's dive right into it. Let's start with the Pac-12 game on Fox on Friday night. Washington, Utah. First of all, kudos to Utah. It's your first division championship since you moved into the Pac-12. Kyle Whittingham has been a really good coach for a long time. However, I don't think they have enough to beat Washington. Maybe if Utah was fully healthy and they had their starting quarterback and starting running back like they did for the bulk of the season, maybe. I understand Utah has been very good. Defensively, they're tough up front, but Washington seems to have another gear right now. They're getting more healthy. Myles Gaskin is back. Trey Adams is on the offensive line. Hunter Bryant at tight end, he's back. And I think that they're playing for a little bit of a legacy there to go to the Rose Bowl and potentially win the Rose Bowl, especially if you're a guy like Jake Browning. So I like Washington in the Pac-12 championship. The Big 12 championship, a rematch of Red River, OU and Texas. I could talk about a lot of factors. OU's defense, OU's offense, Ellinger's grit, the run game from Texas, Texas's defense playing better in the last month of the season. But I think it ultimately comes down to this. Trying to beat Lincoln Riley twice. That's a tall ask. If that game was 2 minutes longer earlier this year, Kyler Murray's going to win that ball game. Texas escaped even with their big lead. They were up by, 21. Kyler Murray comes roaring back in the fourth quarter. I just don't know if you beat Kyler Murray and Lincoln Riley twice in a year. For that reason, I'm going to go with the Sooners. They may have to get into a shootout. It may be 55-51, but I'm going to go with OU. The SEC championship game, Bama and Georgia. I really think this is going to be a much closer game than people think, and I think that Alabama may play uncharacteristically sloppy in the second half. The reason being, they've only had 3 offensive snaps all season when they were behind in a game. That's an insane figure. They have only trailed in a little over a minute of game time all year. The next closest team on that list is Clemson at 35. I mean, it's a staggering margin between Alabama and Clemson. So I like Bama in the SEC championship game, but it's going to be closer than people think. That run game from Georgia is solid, and be ready for a one-possession game late. ACC championship game, really? Are we really? I mean, I love Pitt. My old offensive coordinator is there, Sean Watson. Good luck. But Clemson's really good. Clemson's going to win that game.